All right. Ooh, welcome to Goof on Tonight. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and I'm having a hard time hearing. So it's really weird. It's like I have. Hold on. The gain is all the way down. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What happened? Everything changed. Look at that. How did all the buttons get changed? I never touch them. Well, that's got to work. I could already see it's better. How weird. Let me see something else. This is all new to me. Stereo, audio. Okay, we look good now. Okay. All right, that looks good. All right. Sorry about that. I mean, it's wild. I couldn't hear myself. It was as if there was no microphone. But thank you for hanging out. Hope you had a good weekend. It is Monday. It is August 11th, 2025. Kind of like not really the dog days of summer, but we're getting there. And we're starting to see the beginning of the end for some things. Right? The beginning of the end of no hurricanes. Now, there's a hurricane in the far East Atlantic, but it's a start. And then we see the beginning of the end for need to know, getting rid of Rose Cuckold to bring in even bigger dick. Dick Dolan. Why would they do that? Well, it's a good move, I have to admit. If you're going to get somebody, you want somebody that's got a following and that knows ufology better than the guy you had in there. Rose Cuckold, I don't know if he left or got fired or his contract came to an end. But this is the beginning of the end for Rose Cuckold in the UFO community. Community. Jiminy. Everybody's talking about it for some reason. Why? Who is Rosie Cuckold anyway? He was a guy who got too close to the sun and got burnt. That's the kind of guy he is. He went for it and he got in a lot of trouble. A lot of a fake story, just like the Russia Gate, with Trump. But this was bad in Australia, calling out people that didn't do anything wrong. And he got in trouble for it and got fired off of 60 Minutes. I think he was the anchor or the lead or something for that 60 Minutes in Australia, too. He was doing well. He was in his prime. And they had to let him go. We'll look into the transition for need to know. And does it matter? Does it matter bringing in Dick Dolan? You bet your left testes it does. You bet it does. For the average viewer, but for those of you who have been around for a minute, you know Dick Dolan doesn't do anything. Hasn't done anything 20 years. He's not doing anything different than what we're doing here. Except we have experience in the field where he has none. See? Where we have experience in a lot of things Dick Dolan doesn't have. Dick Dolan's just a historian. Kind of like Michael Schratt, but worse. He's tried getting to the sun and got burnt a few times. For some reason, that seat that he just took over it's what do you call it? Cursed. Dick Dolan, I don't know when it's going to happen, but by him taking this position, replacing Rose Cuckold, this is just my opinion. It's just my vibes that I see and feel. He's going to try to get to the sun again, Dick Dolan. But Dick Dolan, he's kind of like you just can't, nothing sticks to him. Nobody cares if he lies, If he hoaxes something, nobody cares because he'll be the same guy for you tomorrow and you won't care. And there's no accountability for that guy. Actually, I'll straight up tell you there's no accountability for anybody in ufology. Unless you're on the right. Because ufology's 70% on YouTube, the internet, the people that run this shit, they're all on that side. You know that. Everybody who's on TV is on that side. And with the new administration, what do you think happened? They started fighting. They started calling each other out. That's not real. Oh, and now Rose is gone. Thank you. Welcome to Goof On. Well, I think that's it. Hold on a second. Okay. So we'll do a little roll call. We're on a regular horizontal stream tonight. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a vertical stream tonight. I think it's Wednesday, right? Vertical Wednesday. Later on tonight, Rich Saves America. I have to change a thumbnail. It says members only because it was going to be a Goof On members only show. And I said, oh no, we'll make it for Rich Saves. It's interesting. It's about the decline of Howard Stern, everything he fought for in the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and now he's a pussy. All right, who's here tonight? Tony Introvert. Gay ufology ruined it all. Thanks, COVID. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Welcome. Skybird 5. Oh, yeah, we're not doing the numbers on the end of these. I don't know why they started with the handles, but they did. 96? Dude, you're baking. Or, lady. Samo, what do you say there, Snap Ahead? Welcome to the show. There he is. FAP. What is up? Welcome to the show. Chicken Coop Confidential. Is swapping Ross for Dolan like changing the label on the same sport? No. No. That is a great question. That's exactly what I was going to talk about tonight. And I'll tell you why right now. Richard Dolan is light years ahead of Rose Cuckold when it comes to the ufology in general. That show just got an upgrade tenfold. And I don't even like Dolan. So, you got to tell the truth. And it's an upgrade. Nobody wants to touch rosy cheeks right now. Nobody. Because I'm not sure what started it, but we started talking about how he shouldn't be in ufology and he should be fired. And why do they have him? I mean, you never know where all these ideas come from, Goof On, I think. You never know. There he is, David Wilcox. Not? Oh, it changed it. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. I don't like this new thing. What's up, Derek Kennedy? How you doing? Cindy Krause. How you doing? Welcome to the show, my peeps. Brian Yates, what do you say there? Welcome to the show. Tom, how you doing, man? Good to see you too. Glenn Collins, welcome to the show. Brooke is, huh? Hey, ho. Marcel. Oh, Brooke is, welcome to the show. Goofonian Metal Head. Oh, is that you? Welcome to the show. Helicity, welcome to the show with 2 Y's. All right, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. There's Dustin Ray. So let's get going. I don't like Dolan for personal reasons. He's got a level of comprehension and reason that surpasses, yes. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I agree with that. it's an upgrade for that show. Need to Know. And I think you'll see that show take off for a little bit. It's kind of like you're doing a documentary and you're like, who can make this documentary sell? And if you notice, a lot of documentaries have the same 7 people in it, and Dolan is usually in that group. So he's got a history. He's a smart guy. He speaks well. One of the best speakers we have in ufology. One of the more believable people who probably, and I know you're surprised hearing me say this, but I can't take away what he's done, because I know I used to like the guy until personal things got in the way. But I can't take away that the guy has, everywhere he goes, he makes ufology better. Now, with that being said, he has tried to get stories, as a researcher slash maybe journalist. He was going out, well, not going out, but people would bring up things for him to look into. So he gets in the research mode, does his thing, and then find out, oh my God, this guy's not for real, or this is a hoax. And I think he got involved with stuff that it might have been too late to back out of, or maybe the information wasn't good enough to back out for him, so he just went through with the hoax. But I think there's only one. Yeah, that was the one where they tried to tell the world about this whistleblower who was on his deathbed. I can't remember his name, but he was in the military. And he said he had this alien, not in his possession, but he had a picture of the alien, and it was the same one that they sold at Kmart, I believe. Yeah, the story fell apart with that alien picture. Who was that guy? I can't remember. Yeah, from one grifter to another. Well, wait, what's that? Well, Chicken Coop Confidential, it's an upgrade with a new flavor of BS. Yes. Why do we think it's all BS? Why? Why are we saying this? Because it is. We find out it usually is. How many times have we had proof that the stories they were telling us were legitimate? Now, let's go through a few and tell me if we have any evidence for the Tic Tac. Not, not in public, no public evidence. Ready? How about this one? Roswell? When you have 17 different theories and 2 crash sites, really, something's off. Where's the good evidence? Oh, show me an alien. Show me the finger. Show me a picture. If they got it, show it. How about what was the one that looked like a bug? It started with an H, I believe. Heidelberg? I Yeah, the craft came out and everybody thought it was a meteor, and then it changed direction. It was 1967, I believe. That one. Travis Walton. Okay. I'll even do a little bit better than that. Whitley Strieber. Where's the evidence for all of it? Doesn't it suck? See? And I'm the cynic. Cynic? Cynic? And I'm the one who is supposed to believe all the stories. Uh, well, I tell you what. I know, I know being in this field, it's all personal. I used to think it was blanket. I used to think, yeah, everybody should experience the same shit. That. We do, but we don't. Right? Some people are being visited to exchange fluids. Some are being visited to be impregnated. Some are being visited to just do random tests. Some people are being visited and their health gets better. Some people are being visited and they know stuff, the future. Some people are being visited and they know where the aliens come from, but nobody will believe them. But the one thing keeps missing every time, and it's the evidence. And, you're going to keep hearing it over and over with me because that to me is the most important thing. Stories are wonderful and I love them to death. But it's going to take an act of a ship coming from the interstellar direction, and we won't have control over disclosure. It's going to be forced. I call it forced disclosure. I don't know if they're calling that catastrophic. It's not catastrophic, but it's forced. The aliens are forcing it on us unintentionally. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting a bed. Oh, I hurt my shoulder. Wow, that was weird pain. Oh, oh God, that I felt it coming. I couldn't stop it. Right? So we have all of these theories. We have no evidence. And when I say no evidence, I mean it. We don't have any verifiable, testable, repeatable evidence that we can keep doing tests on. A ship, a body, technology. Anything would be nice. Hey, that's nice. Bernie Muro throwing out a $5 super chat right at the beginning of the show. That's right. I forgot to mention it. If you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, that's the greatest way, as well as PayPal, Cash App. You can get a membership. All of that goes right back into the kitty so we can keep this channel going and disseminate whatever truth we think is out there and the lies that are upon us every single time they speak. Bernie Muro, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Giddy up. Stupid. I am so stupid. All right, I appreciate. Hey, all right. Not a nice surprise. Well, thank you. Here I go. Mucho gusto, Misto Generoso. All right, do it one time, all right? It was fun for me. Thanks, Bernie. All that. All right, now, Dolan seems to be like us. I don't think he believes everything. Sometimes he may act like it, but I don't think he believes anything, really. At this stage of the game for him, it's 30 years, something like that. And that guy hasn't seen anything. Neither have we. So bringing him in to need to know doesn't really make it better for ufology. It makes it better for need to know, and that's that. Now, I want to find out why Rose Cuckold got the boot. So what I'm going to do, because I can't find, the only thing I see is that they wanted to make a change. So far, I have no answers. And that's frustrating. So I'm going to do a little bit of AI. I think who should I ask? Grok? I guess I'll ask Grok. Let me pull up G-Man. So I'll ask Grok why Rose Cuckold was let go. Let me pull it up so you can see it. Oh, that's right. I still have to switch that thumbnail out for the next show. Here we go. All right. Rock and roll. So, let's see. Why did Ross Coulthart leave need to know. See what it says? It's thinking. It's thinking. Searching. Oh. Oh, here we go. Ooh. I see some things already. So Rose Cuckold, let me put this better. Rose Cuckold's departure from the Need to Know podcast, which he'd co hosted with Bryce Zabel, was announced by Zabel with the new co host to be revealed soon after. Yeah, Richard Dolan. No official reason for Coulthart's exit was explicitly stated in the available sources, but speculation amongst fans and commentators points to several possibilities. Some fans believe Coulthart's controversial claims about UFO technology, particularly his assertions linking incidents like the Tic Tac to Lockheed Martin, may have alienated parts of the audience or created tensions. Why, though? Why? If he's just a journalist, so, god dang freaking wire. So if he's just a journalist doing his job, what are they so mad about? Well, I got mad that he said that because he doesn't give you any specifics. I heard it has been told an email was sent to me. You know, it's always something in the distant that we'll never know the source. I'm a journalist. We don't give up our sources. Sometimes you do. Sometimes your sources want to be heard, known, seen. But this guy, God almighty, it must have been bad, right? This is amazing. So, some fans believe Code's controversial claims. Comments from listeners suggest his recent statements, including those about the Jake Baba interview, was seen as reckless or lacking credibility, potentially putting the show at risk or prompting his exit due to external pressures such as legal threats. Others speculate, well, he may be focusing on his reality check show on News Nation or other professional commitments. And there's no evidence of a personal falling out with Zabel, and the departure appears to be professional in nature, though exact details remain unclear. Yep. Bryce Zabel would have zero influence because he's new, to ufology. So he doesn't have that kind of seniority, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, to have an impact on whatever decisions Rose makes. But it has to be pressure from above that said, hey, you can't make up stories. This isn't Australia 60 Minutes. See what happens? And why would he do this? I asked myself, why would a guy who's doing very well, right? The show's doing okay. It's not like it's, breaking records, but there was no reason for him to go above and beyond the lies that we already know. Just stay within your lane. But what I think he feels about being on News Nation is that, well, this isn't 60 Minutes. This is like a mom and pop store. I can do what I want and nobody would give. I'm Rose Cuckold. He felt like he was unfireable, I think. I think he felt that way. They called me. They asked me. Because at one point you did do the right things, but something always happens to shitheads, people who are greedy, and they always go above and beyond and over the line that they're not supposed to for no reason. He had no reason. There's no justification for making up the stories. He had them all. Yeah, you can give your opinion and stuff like that. Do your back and forth with Bryce. Bryce is a nice guy. He doesn't know much. He's a quick learner. Obviously, he's a smart guy. We've seen him before. I wonder what happened. Well, I know why, but I wonder how it started. I wonder if Bryce had anything to do with it, but I don't see that. Like, I can't work with this guy. I can't imagine him saying, "What are you doing talking like this? Why do you keep making up shit?" "Oh, it's fun, mate. People don't know. They don't care. Just get your ratings up, and that's all we need to do." Hey, he did that. Kitty cat, pop, pop, bitty beep. How you doing? Dorothy did that. 55 on X. How you doing, D? Two D's are better than one. The double D's. Thank you for the $2 because two is better than one. Thank you for being a continuing supporter of GoFod. Thanks, Dorothy. A real supporter, right? Nobody's biz. I appreciate that. Thank you. And oh, I was gonna say something. I forgot. It was for you. It'll come back. You'll see. Thanks, Doe. Dorothy. Doe. All right. What was I saying? All right. Let's get into the other stuff about Dick. Hey, whoa. Where did all this come from? Oh, here it is. Oh my God. Okay. So here we go. Now, the big shakeup, they're calling it. He's out. We know Bryce Abel says da 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 da. No yet da 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 da. I'm just seeing if there's anything new that popped up. Nah, he doesn't say anything. They just introduced Dick. This is so Red Panda Koala on X. Really controversial, but very, like right in the thick of things, right? Into the well, there's several sides of ufology. If you don't know, there are. There's cliques, groups. There's trolls, agitators, haters. You know. Well, anyway, I find Red Panda Koala to be just very controversial. But anyway, I like him. People are getting sued. People are going to jail. And people are calling for mass amnesty and saying there is evidence of life that is not Homo sapiens that can do things that we can't do. And occasionally, they lose a craft. Oh, they do. This is what is so frustrating for me, my guys and gals, my peeps. I find it just silly that the aliens would lose a craft. I'm not joking at all. I mean this. I don't understand it. It. See, you want to know why it doesn't make sense? Can I just explain why? Have we ever heard a story where the aliens have gone back to get it? You didn't think of that. Nobody thought of it but moi. Nobody. There's not one story. Oh, 4 aliens died, but none of their friends came back to get them or find out what the hell's happening? No, Rich. What are you, a Shimonide? Would you hit your head, Rich? They're watching from a distance, bro. Oh, my bad. You know, if my friends crashed on a planet and possibly got killed, I think I would have done, yeah, you. But the aliens, what if they're cloned robots that really don't have emotions? They're just programmed, dude. You have evidence of this? No, nobody has evidence of anything. But it could be true. I know, anything could be true. But there's no evidence, right? They want amnesty. You bring evidence, we'll get you amnesty. How does that sound? I don't want to hear, well, there were aliens, they were pilots, they were smart, they were... No, I want to see shit. You give me a hand, you get me blood that's green, you get me a photo, selfie with an alien. Something! This is getting out of control and ridiculous. I'm sick of it. Amnesty. I'll give you amnesty with a capital ASS. Unreal. You don't deserve it. You bring evidence, you get amnesty. You're just talking shit otherwise. And I can do that.
Documentary. That's what it is, right? Yeah. There's a documentary that they premiered at Sundance, or at South by Southwest, rather, here, that was really good. And it is essentially just all these different people that worked on these programs spilling the beans. And they all have pretty similar stories. And the bottleneck seems to be that all this stuff was done without congressional approval, which is highly illegal. So all the research, all this hidden back engineering programs, all this stuff in conjunction.
How can they be arrested, right? How can they be arrested when the shit they're talking about is being done illegally as well? Oh, that's right. It's the government. They can do anything they want. Do you guys not get it? I wish we would stop with the games. Stop having these congressional hearings that mean zero. I don't care if it goes in record. I don't care. And I know you guys are tired of it, but nobody's speaking up. Nobody's saying anything. And the ones that are being called, oh, well, no, you're so impatient. Well, it's a process. Oh my God, if I keep hearing that, you have to understand we've only had two or three hearings since 1950. And that's why we need to keep them going one a month. One a month. And let me explain why. The public, which is the most important part of this, needs to be reminded of what was 6 months ago or a year ago. Do it every month. The public won't forget. Not only will they not forget, you'll hook them in. It'll be like a TV show. It'll be a series. It'll be like the OJ trial. Better. This has to do with all of us. And I'd hate to see people go to jail from the very same people that are doing the same illegal shit. It is the most hypocritical lie because they have to keep the lie going. Without the lie, they can't make this shit and fly it around anonymously, which we all know now it's done. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. They don't. And you're going to find that out soon when I do my little man on the street video for you. You'll see.
Also,
people don't know anything. The public is so in the dark because they take 6 months to 8 to 10 months to do something to remind them, hey, we're still working on this disclosure thing. Oh, yeah. When was that? Last year? What was the last thing you talked about? Oh, yeah, we're getting attacked by aliens. No, that was 2-3 years ago. See, people don't remember. They need to be reminded. And doing it, they do it that way on purpose. We all know they don't want you to remember anything. They don't care. The whole thing's a ruse. Every single aspect of ufology is a ruse coming from the government. I just want you to remember that statement alone will save you a whole bunch of bullshit trying to go down rabbit holes with the Pentagon, arrow, up. Forget it. Just forget it. It's all dead ends. You get no evidence, you get no answers. And if you ever wanted to hear somebody speak, well, you can. It's just they talk in circles and you know what I mean.
With military contractors. So those are the ones that build the jets and the rockets, and so you have to go to them to help with this stuff and to try to back engineer this stuff. So then there's this competitive advantage they would have over other military contractors that don't get a crashed UFO. And like, so then people are getting sued, people are going to jail. There's a lot of money that was allocated for these things that was done through lies. And there's a lot of problems with that. And with this documentary is essentially calling for mass amnesty and saying, look, if this is real, and they think it is, this is a situation that is, forget about whatever laws we have in terms of finance. This is a much bigger deal. There is direct evidence of an actual life form that is not Homo sapiens, that can do things that we can't do, that visits us. And occasionally they lose a craft.
Occasionally they lose a craft. So you know what the craft are? You want to laugh? You want to laugh? The craft are other black budget programs. That's how secretive it is and compartmentalized it all is. The left doesn't even know what the right hand is doing because not only are they on the same team, but they're on different teams. You understand? They're actually competing against who can get the shit done first and don't even know it. They've got managers. It's kind of like a sales office saying, we're going to get this done by May 1st. Will you figure it out by May 1st? Yeah, we will. And whoever does gets the contract, shake on it. Good. Then that's why we see so much shit. I'm not telling you, this is all humanized. This isn't robots putting the shit together. These are people that have to motivate every single day out of frustration for not figuring it out. They got to keep these guys excited. If you know anything about working in those environments, you would know that it's very sterile. And usually the personalities are such. But you have one person with an idea, and that's usually who runs these programs, are the guys with the ideas. And they're like, oh, like Elon Musk. He's the guy with the ideas. He tells them what to do. They put it together. Right? Genius. However, the genius working on these reverse engineered craft are the aliens themselves. No! Oh, no. What did I just say? Oh. Could it be? Remember that one alien, what was his name? Bisbee? Stayed alive for a little bit. He's like, let me show you how to reverse engineer the right way. When I came to Earth, I crashed my craft, right? This is that craft. I crashed it. I had a reverse engineer. Do you know what I had to do to make a thrust quantum fissionum fusion? You don't even know what those words mean because you don't know. You stupid, stupid humans. But I put it together. Repeat it. I'm not repeating it. Fusion. If you didn't get it that time, too bad. All right. Let's move along. Grok. You know, I wanted to ask Grok something else. I remember when Grok was young. Huh? Hold on. You know what? You know. Oh my God! Hold on. Did I? I'm losing my mind. Yeah. Okay. All right. So not only Rose Cuckold was let go or left. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know how he left, how we go. Rosie Cuckold, Rosy Cheeks keeps saying that people keep telling him about blue aliens. And the aliens psychically download the mysteries of the universe directly to the brain of their subject, of the people. Ooh. Yeah, Rich. So they have answers to the universe that we don't have? Next question. Ooh, Rich again. So they have answers to the universe that we can't get? Are you going to keep asking me that question? Uh-huh. Look, I haven't heard it. Okay, it's probably another lie. That's it. It's a lie. All right, I don't know, but that's what Rose Cuckold said. You mean Ross Coulthart? Yeah. Isn't he a liar? Apparently. You see why he was probably told to leave? You get it now? Dick Dolan hasn't done this bad in all the years he's been around. Rose Cuckold did it in 1 week. Killed his career. I hope so. I don't like the guy as a UFO guy. He just comes across as a snake. I mean it. And I've been calling him out from day one. Just like Lou Eleganzo. Why don't they get it? I know stuff. God. All right. It's just obvious. That's all. It's obvious. All right, I got to play this for you because it's fun. I remember when Rose was young. He and Rosie had no fun. Yeah, they talked about aliens. Here we go.
This is creepy, but people at the moment who are contacting me, and I've had 3 do it now from all over the world, who say...
3 from all over the world. What? Wouldn't you thought he would have said 100?
They've felt an urge to contact me, and they tell me that they've communicated with a blue being that has imbued them and downloaded them with information. And in one case, the person developed an ability to instantaneously understand physics equations, highly complex mathematics. And I've seen them do it. And I can't explain it. This blue being thing keeps on coming up. And this...
What is he talking about? Listen to this one.
I can't explain it. This blue being thing keeps on coming up. And this is...
Hey, that's weird.
Creepy.
Kelly Lewis. It's red. I've never seen a red member. Thank you so much for becoming a member of Truthology for Ufology. Kelly Lewis, the EW is here. I'm only 3 years older than you? I thought I was way older. Shows you how immature I am. Oh. Thanks. Kelly Lewis. Thank you, thank you. Now we got Joey. How you doing, Joey 11? Larky Dairy. Makachaki, Herky Jaja Binksy. Ugh, that was a bad one. Sorry. I just don't feel confident right now. I don't feel fresh. We're getting a big storm, and that was close. Hold on. So now UAP James, another Rose cuckold. White House is not in control of the mystery drone incursions, he says. Now, he also says, I've spoken to people in the FAA. They have no idea to what the White House is talking about. I can't do it. There was no FAA authorization of any kind. There is a very determined effort to shut down. I can't do it. My jaw. I'm stuck. All right. There is a very determined effort to shut down public interest in the drone issue right now. I've spoken to multiple people who've recorded drone footage, put it up online, and it mysteriously disappears. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's a lie. We all know that's a lie. And then he says, I'm not sure these are drones. These are anomalous objects that are continuing to operate over the continent of the United States, that are doing things over sensitive military facilities that are defying explanation. They are operating with impunity. There's a bit of a cover-up going on. It's a particularly dangerous situation because you have people in uniform, people at high level in government who are sitting on an important story that I think someone's going to read. Let me play it for you. That's it. Here we go. Yep. Where is it? There it is. Make it big. Bring it back.
Question from UFO influencer
Start
and a friend of
fresh.
our show coming in. Ross, President Trump said in June that he knows who operated the New Jersey drones but can't reveal it. Days ago, DNI Gabbard said she's aware of the official statement on the drones, but, quote, still has a lot of questions. What's with the continued lack of transparency?
Well, I can tell you, I think J.D. Vance's comments are a welcome intrusion into the UAP subject, even if they are, as many people are suggesting, an attempt to divert attention from the Epstein saga. I tweeted out about a week ago to POTUS, to President Trump. I suggested cheekily that right now a really good distraction from the Epstein story would be to tell the truth about UFOs. And all of a sudden, J.D. Vance is talking about UFOs, and so is Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence.
He thinks it's because of him. You hear this guy? I put a tweet out, the millions of tweets about the drone and gun, and all of a sudden they start talking about it. It's amazing. He's such a horse's patoot. They don't watch you anyway. They watch Goof on.
The intelligence czar for the United States. I thought Ms. Gabbard's comments were actually by far the most important, because you had the person who is essentially at the top of all of the intelligence organizations in America admitting that she thinks that there may well be aliens, non-human intelligences. And she didn't explain why she thinks that. She was careful to emphasize that she's not basing her conclusions on anything that's being released that is of classified nature. She was extremely cautious, but it was, I have to say, a welcome inkling of the possibility that the White House does have plans to be more open about non-human intelligence, because frankly, a whole lot of us have been getting very despondent about the lack of engagement by the president. And maybe, to be fair, he's been kind of distracted. And maybe it is time for them to start looking. People will know that I spoke to Donald Trump Jr. on his podcast late last year, and certainly I can tell you there is no lack of interest from the president's son in the subject of UAPs. Extremely engaged, very sharp, intelligent questions, and no doubt very keen to get to the answer. And so it was heartening to hear Vice President Vance basically saying that he'd like to get to the bottom of the mystery. The other thing that I think we should really focus on here is it is still the official White House line through their official spokesperson that the FAA authorized research drones over New Jersey, and that somehow these multiple objects that were seen by thousands of people all across the East Coast and indeed right across the continental United States from November through February in peak form, but also still to this day, people are still seeing these weird so-called drone-like objects. The explanation was given that this was some kind of FAA authorized
What?
research drone, which is a load of steaming hogwash.
Did you just... That's another one. That's another lie that he made up. Listen to this. He just boldly made it up. You know why he made it up? Because he knows it's not true. Look, that's a pretty smart thing to do if you don't think anybody's listening.
All across the East Coast and indeed right across the continental United States from November through February in peak form, but also still to this day, people are still seeing these weird so-called drone-like objects. The explanation was given that this was some kind of FAA authorized research drone, which
I never heard that. Have you? I've never heard that it was an FAA research drone. They wouldn't even do that. That has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody fake say. That's not true, is it? I mean, I never heard it.
is a
Oh, I also heard, now I don't know if this is true on why he was let go, but apparently his bottom lip has extra saliva on it and it has shorted out a lot of microphones. So I'm hearing it's costing thousands and thousands of dollars every year to keep this guy from shorting out stuff because they got to keep buying microphones. But I don't know if that's true. But I noticed his bottom lip is dripping lies. And it's really wet too.
load of steaming hogwash. It's absolute rubbish. I've
Right?
spoken to
It's almost like he's got on lip gloss.
people in the FAA, and
Right? Look at how shiny his lips are. I have pretty good lips. I got pouty lips, you know, for a guy. I've never had my lip glisten. Well,
they have no idea what the White
look at that thing. Good Lord. I mean, right?
House is talking about. There was no FAA authorization of any kind for this kind of extensive operation. And moreover, the kind of objects that people were seeing and are seeing to this day are reportedly anomalous. They are operating without any visible means of propulsion. There's no propellers, there's no turbines, there's not even a heavy noise that implies that there's an engine doing any kind of work to keep these large SUV-sized objects.
I can't listen anymore. And I'm having a hard time looking at him. I can't even get it that wet just by putting my own saliva on it. He's gross. He is. He's white trash. He is. He's white trash. I'll say that. I know white trash. He's white trash with some money. Yeah. So Dick Dolan takes over Rose Cuckold's spot. I think it's immediate. It starts. But they made the announcement yesterday. And that's that. And here it is. I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to show it to you. There you go. There's Dick on the right and Zabel on the left. What a dickhead. He looks like a dick. Keep going bald there, four-eyed. No, I was going to say something. Say something. I don't like him. The guy striked my channel unlawfully for no reason. It's pretty bad. Comes around, goes around. Trust me. All I got is time. I want to show you this. All right, we're going to break up the monotony for a second. Pretending to be a voice assistant to a scammer, a dirty scammer. I love scammer videos. And IRL Rosie is, she's cute. For a girl.
Hello, this is your Google virtual assistant calling with your Google Play Card credits. Please press 1 to receive your Google Play Card amount of $500.
Well, it's supposed to be till like...
Hello, this is... Thank you. Please hold for your Google Play Card virtual scratch-off. If you're ready for the number, please press 2. Great. Your virtual Google Play Card number is 123F UCKY0UL0S3R. To repeat this code, please press 11. Great! Your virtual number is 123F UCKY0UL0S3.
I always like those. Yeah. What? Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight on the Goof On. I gotta show you this. This is stunning. This is from Roberto Nunez in Singapore. One of the most brilliant and otherworldly display of color in clouds. I don't think I've ever seen anything so beautiful. Well, I mean, there are some things that are different. Talk about the human body. I mean, I'm talking about this cloud. Check it out. Say word. Look at that. You know, there's pastel colors right here. You know, they're all Easter egg colors. I don't understand. I didn't know rainbows look like this.
What is happening? It's a rainbow.
If you were on the other side of the world, on the southern part of the equator, are the colors in reverse?
I'm just dying. Look at it. Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh. Wow.
Why does this happen? Does anybody want to take a guess? Because of the chemtrail activity? Because of the cold air?
Wow.
Is it because of the crystallization and the
giving
reflection of
all
the
the
sun off
way.
clouds, mountains, leaves, trees, and sandy beaches?
Like,
that what you
Aurora
think?
Forest, I think I have
Somebody give me an
Walking and
answer.
walking.
Why are there
no.
pastel colors all over the... I digest. What's this? Oh, let me show you. Very good. Thanks for reminding me, nobody. I'm going to pull this up. And let's take a look at this video. I've got a good one for you. All right. This came out before tonight's show. It's his third phase of moon. And some UFO videos that are out of this planet, off this world, surrounded by UFOs as our planet go. Welcome back, everybody. Blake Edwards here. What? Blake Giordano. Who? Welcome back.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got the Cousins brothers, and we've got a lot of new UFO sightings for you. This one just in from Orlando, Florida, of something unknown. Somebody managed to capture it on their camera. Take a look at this. All right, let's get a close-up look. What is going on in Long Beach? The Boogosphere is back, and it's been seen around the world by multiple eyewitnesses.
I said, no, I'm calling you out. How can he say that? That's not the Boogosphere. For that to be the Boogosphere, it would have to be the actual Boogosphere. This is a round object that you could already see the imperfections in the circularity of it. Is that a word? Circularity? It doesn't look like a perfect sphere like the Booga, but we can't just keep blanketing everything and calling it the Booga. That's like saying when you go by when you're at a restaurant and they say, why don't you get me a Coke? And they come back with a Sprite or something. Well, you said We don't have Coke here, but everybody calls it Coke. You understand what I mean? Just like, go make me a Xerox. What? You can't say that anymore. You'll get sued. Go make me a copy. You don't make me a Xerox unless you're using a Xerox copy machine, you pricks. So you can't say this is a boogosphere, because if it was, it would have to be of booga quality and from the booga company. Giddy up.
Is back, and it's been seen around the world by multiple eyewitnesses. Hundreds, if not thousands, have seen this metallic sphere hovering in
Not this one. Not this one.
the sky across the planet, and they've been uploading to social media. Here's the latest of the boogosphere. If it's the same technology, it sure looks exactly like what we're seeing in South America, Japan, and now Long Beach, California, of this object perfectly hovering in the sky while somebody...
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not perfectly hovering in the sky. What has happened? Did you bump your heads? I can't believe what I'm hearing. I just can't. But there's got to be a logical explanation for this unbelievable...
He was managing to capture it while they're driving. Incredible footage here.
Wow, look at that thing, Blake. It just remains stationary. This guy's getting a...
No, it doesn't!
great capture right here. What is this? The metallic sphere is back.
It's just insane on how many people are capturing the boogosphere, the metallic orb in the sky. Something's going on.
What's insane is that anybody would say this is the boogosphere.
Guys, what do you think this is?
I'll tell you what it isn't. The boogosphere!
All right, we got more footage just into third phase, and this
Yes, from the boogosphere.
is coming out of
Let me tell you, everybody, we've got here on the Daily News the Buddhasphere.
It's not the boogosphere.
Los Angeles, California. While driving on the freeway, somebody manages to capture a fast UFO next to a police helicopter. Watch this. We're doing it in extreme slow motion. Whatever the object was, it was moving so fast we had to basically go frame by frame so we could lock in on this unknown object doing circles around this police helicopter hovering over the freeway here.
Guys, I'm about to lose it. You see this right here, right? You see this thing? That was just reflection. Watch. See it? So why can't that be the similar thing that's by the helicopter? I am so upset. Look. That these... I mean, this could be a bug, man. I mean, you don't know, dudes.
Police helicopter hovering over the freeway here.
And then you see this bullshit reflection shit. Look. What was that? That was probably something that just flew in. Why aren't we talking about that? It's better than this thing. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Is that the sun up there? What is this? What's this up there?
Right, let's pull it up. I'm going to add some brightness, contrast, get a little close-up of this. You see it right there. It's, if you look closely,
I don't see. Oh, there.
this white UFO comes in and out of frame, moving at extreme rates of speeds, moving in different directions, and then circles and heads right towards the LAPD helicopter hovering there. Look at this thing.
Wow, Blake, look at the erratic moves of this object, this white orb dancing around the police helicopter right there, getting really pretty much nicking the helicopter.
Stop it. Stop. Nicking the helicopter. It's probably 50 feet away from it. Stop. It's probably not even near it.
It almost had a collision. Amazing.
Oh, God. See, when you juice up the narrative because you want it to be more exciting than what it is, you make it less credible. There's no reason to say half the stuff. You know, oh, it's going at the helicopter. No, it's not. It just went in the general direction once. It didn't go towards the helicopter, back up, and then go into it, back up, and then go back to it. It didn't do any of that. It just gradually and coincidentally went in the direction of the helicopter one time. And this could be anything. This could be a reflection. This could be a reflection of the sun off the lens of the phone, and the guy is just doing this with the phone. Come on. This is terrible. I don't like it. No.
While driving down the freeway in Los Angeles, California, you see a UFO and you pull out your camera. Well, I would suggest be safe when you do it. But what we're looking at here right now seemingly defies the laws of physics. This craft moving in directions so erratic in nature, it's almost impossible to comprehend what kind of technology is this. It's not a drone, in my opinion, and if it is, it's a drone that's otherworldly. Look at this thing.
Yeah, Blake, it's no balloon either caught in the helicopter's rotor wash. This is a
cells and orbs of light.
Vem ser? Nej, Peter, här, kolla, det är inget.
Oh my God, this thing.
Åsa helt lugn.
Wait, what? That's in the sky?
Nej, kolla, nu går de upp i rök. Och kolla, kommer fåglarna sen. Kolla, fåglarna och attackerar. Kolla.
That's in the sky? Like, what is this?
Kolla.
Right, I'm adding in some brightness contrast. I want to make this pop. Look at these multiple orbs disintegrating or dematerializing. Look at how one goes straight up, forming this shape, this smoke design in the sky. Well, I've never seen anything quite like this before.
So now we have crop circle in the sky. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I appreciate you hanging out. I'll put the link to the videos I played in the show description if they were YouTube videos. So, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Tonight at 10, we've got Rich Saves America. We're going to be doing some exciting things over there. But that's it for tonight. I appreciate moderators, super chatters, newcomers, veterans, making this a great place for everybody to hang out. And, hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking. Truthology for ufology. Do it for you. Before we were really interrupted. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. So give it, all right. Do your own research. All your experiences are your own truths. Nobody can tell you. You didn't see what you say you saw, but make sure you get evidence to show us we're wrong. Please, huh? Would you? Could you? Did you? All right. Well, that's it. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great night. And we'll take you out of here with Little Lucian, Chicken Coop Confidential from YouTube. Broke me in, broke me down. The rest of that, go. Alien Bless.
Still strange way.